Should Kawhi want out of San Antonio?
One thing I know about San Antonio is a situation that never get bad where Pop can't fix it. I think Kawhi understands the opportunity that Pop gave him. Look, when Tim leave, I'm giving you the keys to this organization, this championship organization. Kawhi is one of those kids that wants to be great. He wants to go down as one of the best players ever. That's all he thinks about. That's all he talks about. He's in a great situation in San Antonio. A lot of stuff that was blown up last year from the media is because we're not used to having players talk about each other in the San Antonio organization. We're not used to hearing stuff that's not positive come out that organization. Well, it happened this year because this is the first star that Pop can't control, okay? He's been able to control Tony, Ginobili, and Tim Duncan. He can't control the mind, the thinking of Kawhi Leonard. Now, let me say this. When Pop sits down with Kawhi and put that Supermax on that table, it's gonna be a different conversation. And I know Kawhi, I know he wants to be on a winning organization, and I know he wants his big contract. When they have that conversation, I think Pop will fix it, and Kawhi still be a Spur.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to offer him the Supermax, and like you said, Pop will sit down with him. There's some fences that need to be mended.
No question.
He can mend them. And for Kawhi, who's a quiet guy, doesn't want a lot of media attention as far as talking every day, what better place than San Antonio? You go to New York, L.A., somewhere, the media's going to be in your face every day, and you're going to have to deal with that. And here's the thing, too. I'm not saying Kawhi wouldn't be great anywhere, because he's obviously one of the top players in the league. But there have been great players, Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, who went somewhere else and wanted to go somewhere else, and the grass wasn't greener.
Didn't work out.
For Dwight, I think it ruined his career leaving Orlando. So you got to be careful.
I think camaraderie is so important, and like we all played on numerous teams, but the one thing that we have in common, when you're a part of a championship team and you have that history, you know, it's nothing that you can't come back from because you're connected forever.
Right.
You know, so I think that they can revisit those moments, and once you sit down with Pop face to face, along with 200 and some million on the table, say, look, man, I'm sorry, but here you go. And here's the key. And it's like, all right, cool. I'm cool. I'm okay with that.
Remember 2014?
Yeah, man. I love you, man. I'm sorry.
The Spurs can offer him $80 million more than anyone else. There's $80 million, a lot of, the dollars make sense.
In what state?
$80 million more.
Right.
Texas, I believe. Yeah.
Texas?
So, I'm not sure of the tax situation. Maybe you
know.
guys.
Oh,
I know
okay.
the
Well,
tax
you sure
situation.
said it makes sense.
That makes it a lot more.
I got to ask this. Okay, there's rumblings that, how tough is Kawhi? He's never played 82. I think he's played 82 games maybe once. He's, 75 or fewer games often. He didn't really want to come back this year. Now we've got the family member who's allegedly involved in working with Kawhi. Popovich took direct shots, like his people. I don't think it's going to be as easy as, hey, here's $200 million, you coming on board. I don't do, or the Spurs for sure are going to say, boy, we definitely want this guy after what just went down. I'm not so certain.
Of course, he's a part of that family. This is a family organization. Nothing on the outside.
Okay, fine, Steven, let me interrupt then. You said family. Did Tony Parker treat him like family this year when he went to the media and chirped? Oh, yeah, I came back from the injury.
Well, hold on. But let me say this.
He treated him like family.
That didn't come from Tony and Ginobili.
It's not a family.
It came from, no, it's a family. It came from up top. When your son do something, you don't sit him down?
Yeah, I spank him.
Right, okay. Well, Pop can't spank Kawhi, okay? All you can do is sit down and try to get through him through other players. Now, that's the reason why I bothered Kawhi, because San Antonio don't do that. You don't send players to have seat minutes. You don't send players to degrade other teammates in the media. You don't do that. So that's what bothered him. The players coming to him, that didn't bother him. Tim went to him all the time. These are the veteran players of this team, the champions of this team. So they have the right to talk to younger players, but when you do it in a demeaning way, a shocking way, with something that's unusual to him, when he's the star player,
how do you get over that in 5 months?
$200 million.
$200 million. And you move forward like that. I mean,
$200 million.
I had the drunk uncle in my family that always went at me. You know what I'm saying? That didn't bother me. It's like
he loved you more than anybody.
I know he loved me. That's family stuff. And I appreciate him trying to help me be a better version of myself. So it's cool. You move past that stage.
And see, what y'all don't understand is Pop has, even to me, Pop has been like a father figure to me. So Pop is just not a coach there with Kawhi. He honestly cares about this kid. So I think to the outside it's my basketball, but I think it's bigger than basketball. They have a real relationship, and I know Pop can fix that.
All right, Broussard, will tonight's game have any impact on LeBron's future?
No. I mean, I don't think they're winning this series. So if you lose in 4 or 5, what's the difference? You lose in 6. I think if LeBron James is looking at his future and saying, I got to win more championships. I'm chasing that ghost in Chicago, as he said. He wants to be the GOAT. He's got to win. And you can't, even if he wants to stay in Cleveland, if winning is your number one priority, I just think you have to leave.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You win, you got to leave. Whether he win or not, it really don't make a difference because we talked about that with his legacy, winning or losing. It don't hurt his legacy. Obviously, this guy gonna play 6, 7 more years, possibly the way he looked. So
6 or 7.
Yes, the way he looks, to scoring 51 in the finals at this point in your career, you got years left. You got years left at that level. So nothing will hurt his legacy. I just think that he needs to go somewhere where he can get more championships because I think he deserves it.
I think at the end of the day, he's going to be remembered as a guy that left the Miami Heat, went back to Cleveland, and one of the best stories in all of basketball, in all of sports, period. You know, bringing a championship back to Cleveland, the first one, you know, it's just amazing. You know, so I think that's what he's going to be remembered as, and it's not going to hurt his legacy.
Yeah, I just come out, guys, I see if they lose this game, I mean, the whole, like you said, LeBron came back to Cleveland, everybody was excited, they come back and win that title. They fall down 3-0 tonight. All anybody's talking about is, well, we lost LeBron. No chance he's staying. And then you look at that roster, guys. Jordan Clarkson, 2 more years. J.R. Smith, 2 more years. Tristan Thompson, they can't go anywhere. Like, for me, they lose this game, it's over. There's no chance LeBron's staying in Cleveland if they
What
lose
if they
tonight.
win this game?
Well, if they win, that
losing
changes
5
things.
or 6, how's it change?
Well, that's why tonight's game's important. I mean, LeBron said yesterday, I've carried these guys a lot already in this series. You go into game 3, hey, Jordan Clarkson, you gonna make a shot? Hey, J.R. Smith, can you deliver somewhere, offensively, defensively, anything? Prove to me, guys, that I want to stay in Cleveland. I love it here. This is my town. I want to stay here. I don't want to go anywhere. But I haven't seen anything from you guys against the Warriors.
My thing is just one game, one win in this series isn't going to do it. Now, if you want to say if he wins the series, would he stay?
Chris,
or even goes a tough 7, I even think if they won this series and LeBron still wanted to win more championships, I think he'd still have to sit down and say, we did that with some smoke and mirrors.
Well,
and we consistently win.
If they win it with this team, I think he'll sit back and say, well, if I stay, we still need to get better.
Yeah,
okay,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Then that's what
Still got it.
Well, again, up 2-0, the Warriors are. If they go up 3-0, you're looking at getting swept.
You're not looking.
As good
you
as
are getting swept.
As good, okay.
It's happening.
As good as LeBron's been, how embarrassing would that be for the Cavs to get swept at home when LeBron's at the peak?
You
of
said
his
it. You said
superpowers?
it. How embarrassing it is for the Cavs, not LeBron.